spent hours battling those tricky problems, and now it's time to uncover the secrets of the problem set. Get ready to have your questions answered as we dive into the much anticipated problem-solving hit session. Let's find out where those elegant solutions were hiding. Before we begin, for all your hard work and incredible efforts today, give yourself a huge round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, from Aachen University, Germany, the Chief Judge, Peter Rosmanin.
Microphone switched on? Yeah, it's working. Oh, thank you very much for the very kind introduction. Now let's see whether it's working here. So on the signal, here it is. Okay. So congratulations for solving almost all problems. Very good job. I will say a few words about all the problems. There are very comprehensive solution hints and solution videos available, which are much longer. So here it's just small hints on what to do. And I tried to order the problems according to difficulty, not alphabetically. Right? So I think the first problem, the warm-up problem, this was not so hard and was solved by every team as far as I've seen. 3 numbers, do they differ by more than 10? Then say check again, otherwise you should output the median. So I personally would solve it by sorting them and then comparing the first and the third. I've looked up, I don't know whether there's another solution. I looked up the first team that solved it, did it exactly the same way. Yeah, using sort. Okay. So the next problem is already a little bit harder, but still for you, most of you, very, very easy. This was the problem where you have 2 words and you should basically say how many symbols are identical but in different positions and how many symbols are identical and in the same position. And basically you can just solve this by counting the symbols and looking at all the positions. It is easy. A small catch was that you don't get these code words directly, but you're just saying it's a permutation of 1, 2, 3, 4, and you get the index of the permutation, which would be much harder, I think, if it would be a permutation of like many numbers, like 20 symbols or something. But here it's only 4, so what you could do is just enumerate the whole permutation and then just look it up. So otherwise you would need some fancy mathematics, I guess. Next problem, problem M, called maximum distance to port. Well, here you have a graph. Should be a transport network or something. And one node is special, this is the port, and all these products have to be transported there. All edges have the same length. But the numbers in the edges, in the nodes, these are some agricultural products. Yeah? And these products are produced at different places. And the question was, what's the maximum distance to transport each product to the port. So we need some, yeah. We have the product, we have the distance, and the products are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So I think the right solution here is to do a breadth first search from the port, and then you have the distances. This would be 0, 1, 1, 1, I think. These should have distances 2, and this is distance 3. And then you just go through all nodes and update the distance in this table. Yeah? So, for example, you come here and say, oh, product 2 has distance 3, but later later you come here, and now you see, product 3 has distance 2, but 3 is the bigger one, so you keep it 3. Just keep the maximum here. So it's one BFS. It was also solved very well. Yeah. And now let's be a bit slower. Next problem, F, cluster computing systems. Here you have M computers, and they have types, which is type is a number, and you want to connect the computers together. Looks like a minimum spanning tree, but you should, the cost between the connection between computer I and J is, you look at all the numbers between Pi and Pj, and you can take the GCD of all of them. So for example, here, this connection between, this connection here, what cost does it have? It's not the GCD of 21 and 6, it's the GCD of 6, 7, 14, 21, yeah, because these computers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this edge has a cost of the GCD of 21, 14, 7, 6, and this is just 1. So it's very cheap. So how can you solve this efficiently? Well, GCD has the property, of course, if you have the GCD of more numbers, the GCD can also only get lower. Right? So basically, if you decide to connect computer I and J, then it's always cheaper, or at least not more expensive, to connect I to either 1 or to n. Right? Because the GCD of Pi to Pj, let's say I is smaller than j. Then I could also connect I to n, right? Or I could connect I to 1. So it's always optimal to compute some computer either to 1 or to n. And then you just have to compute these prefix GCDs and suffix GCDs of the whole array, and this can be done in linear time. And then you can just see what connections. So this example here is kind of not like that, but if you draw it like this, this would be such a solution that I would compute. So you have a connection between 1 and n, and then here, this computer is connected to the last one, is connected to the last one, this one is now connected to the first one, this one is connected to the first one. And this is your optimism. And you might think, well, most probably all the connections will be very cheap, will be the GCD of all the numbers, but this is not always the case. But this was also solved very well. Now this is getting harder. This problem with the buses is you have buses and you basically want to go in one direction. So all buses go here to the right, and you also want, and the pedestrians waiting at some places, they want just to get to the end of the street. And buses have some start point, some end point, and they move from there to there with the same speed. And what you can do is you can walk, but the bus is of course faster than walking speed, but you can walk, and anytime you can jump on a driving bus, and you can also jump off the bus if you want to. Yeah, it might be dangerous, but I was thinking about, for example, in San Francisco there's the cable car. This is sufficiently slow, and I can remember people were jumping on and off in the old days, but today I guess as civilization goes on, more and more things are forbidden. But here in this task it's allowed, and actually I think it's kind of very counterintuitive. So the first observation here is that it cannot make sense to take two buses, to hop on one bus, drive a little bit, hop off, walk, or I don't know, and then just take another bus. This is contrary to my daily experience, of course, where in real life you often take multiple buses together. But here, the thing is, the buses drive all with the same speed, and you can never use a bus to catch another bus because the distances is always the same. So that makes it much easier if you realize this. So all you have to do is now find which buses can you reach and then ride to maximize, to minimize your arriving time. And you need some mathematics, some simple mathematics to compute how long it takes to walk, whether you can catch the bus, and then how long it takes to get to the... And you can speed this up by first sorting everything from left to right, and please compute it from left to right and update your data structure. You can do it very fast, yeah, some n-log time. Okay. The next task, very, very nice. Yeah, there are some word puzzles where you have to find words in a matrix, basically. And here you're looking for arithmetic expressions that give you some result if you evaluate them. And some of them are, of course, well-formed, some are not. So, for example, and you're looking to find some arithmetic expressions that evaluate some given number. For example, here we have 3. And now the task is, hey, where can I find the 3? And the 3 can be found here in 3 different places. Yeah? So twice, the 3 is just a 3. And once, you can find it as 1 plus 2. And what you can do is basically you can start somewhere and go in all 8 directions, backwards, forwards, doesn't matter, and find in this direction, an arithmetic expression, you evaluate it, and then you see what the result is. And then the question is, yeah, how often can you find the 67? How often can you find the 420, and so on? So how can you solve this? You can, you can just look at every point where an arithmetic expression might begin, and then just look in all 8 directions and scan it. But now you have to be, there's enough time to do that, but scanning it should be really fast, right? So you should not look and try to evaluate the whole arithmetic expression, then make it longer and evaluate it again. You cannot do this. You have to do this on the fly. And it's a bit tricky because, like if you have 1 plus 2, it's 3, then comes another plus, then you have to remember, okay, it's 3 so far, and then comes another digit, and if there comes another digit, then it's of course a different sum, and then you have also multiplication. So this is one complication, you have to keep track of that. Another complication is that it could happen that you have a lot of multiplications. Then the numbers become very big, and if you would really evaluate it, then the running time would be too slow. But as you can see here, there's only plus and times, right? So the numbers cannot get smaller, so there's the minus. So basically, if the number is, if you see the number is becoming too big, then you can just say, okay, no, it doesn't matter how the arithmetic formula continues. The number can only grow far bigger, so it cannot be a solution because the maximum solution size is bounded and fits into a computer world. So it's a bit of implementation here to do. So it's not, excuse me, it's not very hard to solve, but you have to do some implementation work. So, how much time? When should I stop? It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, it does. Good. Next. Now, this is a geometric problem. We have one of those two. So, lots of problems, so all kind of areas are covered. And here, you have a circle. Actually, it was a birthday cake, right? And you have some points on it. Excuse me, this is not really a circle. You have some points on it, and these were strawberries, actually. So it looks like this. Something like that. The task now is to cut off a piece of the cake. So you can cut off this, and then you take this piece of cake. It's not so big. Of course, when you cut it off, you want to have the cake should be as big as possible, but there's a constraint. There should not be no strawberries on it because your friend loves strawberries and you want her to have all the strawberries. So you cut it, that there are no strawberries on your side. Now the question is, what's the biggest area that we can get? by cutting off a piece without strawberries. And I think this line that cuts off should touch at least a strawberry. If not, then you can move it closer, right? And make your area bigger. And if you touch a strawberry, then you can maybe rotate it, and then it becomes even in one. If you rotate it on one side, it might become bigger, and the other it might become smaller. But in one direction, it will become bigger, and then you can rotate it, and it becomes bigger until you hit another strawberry. So the best solution should hit actually 2 strawberries. And it's also clear you cannot hit the strawberry that's inside of the convex hull, because it's inside of the convex hull that one strawberry would be on one side of the cut and the other one would be on the other side. So basically it has to be a segment of the convex hull. So you can compute the convex hull, and it has only a linear number of segments, and then you just put your cut somewhere here and compute where the area is best. It's a bit tricky, and also you have to think about a bit of precision and floating point numbers cancelling each other. If you analyze it, then you find out how to compute this where this cannot happen, and then the precision is high enough. And this is then basically how you can solve this. Next problem. Here you had a rope with different colors, and you see the colors change. And if you maximal area without color change, this is one of the color segments, and you have a certain number of color segments, and you want to apply some operations. So you see that at the end, the number of color segments is as high as possible. And yes, this here, if you an operation is you take a substring here and flip all the colors. And if you do this, all kind of stuff can happen. The number of yeah, excuse me. Yeah. Your air conditioning is too good for me. I'm not used to it. So it depends on where you flip it. Number of color segments can get higher by 1 or 2. But you cannot just do some greedy approach, but you can use dynamic programming in a clever way to maximize this. Yeah. Basically, you have to look at the break points where the color changes. It's not so easy. Then, now it becomes, the problems become harder and harder. Here, you have these tiles, and they are sliding to the right and then sliding down, but there are also some barriers in between. Yeah, so if they slide to the right, you see what happens? The two above, they go, yeah, these here, they go here. But these two here, they stop here because there's this barrier. So what you get is this picture in the beginning, and at the end, they slide down. But the question is, how many tiles are in each column? And the first observation might be the second, this sliding down, actually doesn't change anything about the number of tiles in a column, because if you slide down everything, every tile stays in their own column. So maybe you should just concentrate on the first operation here. And basically what you can do is, again, some sweep line algorithm going from left to right. You count here. Yeah, there's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 here in the first column. And then you go to the right and you see, oh, there is a barrier. So these ones stay here, but this here, yeah, oh, we have 2 here. But the ones kind of stay here, and then you have again 1. Now you go 1 further. Now you have 2 in the row to the left. Here you have 1. And here you have 2 and 2. And you continue to do this. Okay, let's continue to do it a little bit. So here the 2 at the end will be here, but here the 2 stays, and here it will be 0, and at the end here the 1, 1, 2 stays, and at the end it will be a 1, 1, 0, and here it will be a 1, right? And then you're basically done. And of course it sounds expensive, because, but these tiles are on top of each other, and you can use range additions, which are basically cost amortized only lock and time. They can do this very quickly, basically any lock. Next. Still check my. Okay. Speed up. We started a little bit later. Yeah. Here. Now we're getting to the very hard questions now. Here, this was a card shuffling question. So a shuffle. So you have this string of even length. You just take the first half and the second half, and then you shuffle it. Right? Take the first from the first, and the first of the second together, and so on. So it's an example how this looks like. And in this task, the strings had the length was a power of 2. And now you say, okay, you shuffle t times, right? And then, of course, you get some result. And the t is less than k, because if you shuffle k times, then you get the same as it was in the beginning. Now the question is, if a person shuffles the string t times, and it's some string, you know it, you're allowed to cut the string once, which means just to cut it and then rearrange the 2 halves. And then it's shuffled t times, and you want that after the shuffle some nice result occurs. In a card game, of course, it would be that you get favorable cards. Here it's that, say, the string that you get is the lexicographic minimal one. So you cannot simulate it, this takes too long. And I consider this a really, really difficult problem already. Yeah. And so if you look as an example, now we have here 7. These are just the indexes, right? Yeah. At the beginning, you see before shuffle, and 1 shuffle, 2 shuffle, 3 shuffle, and you see what happens. Yeah, you have here you get these blocks here. Yeah, 0, 4, 8, 12, and then the next one is 1, 5, 9, 30, 2, 6, 10, 14, and so on. And here, for T, the blocks are even longer. And here the blocks are very short. And this helps, of course, very much if you want to see what happens. And what you want to do is to compare. So if you have two different cuts, you want to know which cut gives you the better result. And then you can find the best one easily. But how to compare two cuts quickly? And you see, if T is bigger than kh, then these blocks are relatively large, and you can compare the end results of the shuffles of two cuts basically proportional to the number of blocks. So then, the number of blocks is not so big. You can do one comparison over square root of n. But if T is very small, then you can do some similar strategy, but basically the other way around, right? Here the blocks are if T is big, you have very long blocks. But if T is very small, you have some, you have these things. Right? And using them you can find some, you can find the LCPs of two cuts quite efficiently, and then use this to compare. And actually, there is even some better solution. So if you use this approach, the running time would be n to the 3/2, which is fast enough. But there's actually also a solution which takes only n log n. So, and all this use suffix trees or suffix arrays. Now, this is the last one. No, not. Here, it's a construction task, right? You get three numbers, n, k, b, construct a graph that has n nodes, and k of them should have odd degree, and b should be bridges. So the devil is here in the details. So what you can do is basically you start with some cycle. So if you start with a cycle, let's say so a cycle has no cut edges, no bridges, right? So maybe you should start because cycle of this size, right? But now you have b vertices left, and now you can try to attach them as paths, right? Like, for example, like this, or like this. You can attach paths in several ways. And then you have the right number of bridges. N is also okay, but now what about the number of odd vertices? Well, yeah, you have to get the right number of odd vertices by attaching these paths in a clever way. And this is the art here. And if you don't have enough odd vertices, you can even increase it by having some extra edges here inside the circle. So it's kind of, the principle is not so hard, but the details are really bad, and there are some edge cases which you have to handle correctly. And now the problem C. Here, you should put circles on a line, and the line and the centers should not be too far away, so there's some constraint. But you're allowed to put the circles inside each other. And what you should maximize is this distance between circles, right? So here, this distance, this, and this. This should all, the maximum distance of points between circles should be minimized, and you should pack all circles, and you have a lot of circles. You're allowed to put a circle inside another circle. You're not allowed to put two circles next to each other into a circle, but it's okay to put them like this, right? And another one inside. That's okay. That would be hard enough. But there's another constraint. The first L circles can be next to each other, but the others all have to be inside. If this constraint were not there, then a greedy approach would work, where you just sort the circles according to their radius, and then whenever possible you put all of the circle into a bigger body. Yeah? You go put circles and have a circle. You do another one, you just do this and continue. This would give you an optimal result, but unfortunately, and I should say, this should give you an optimal result if you know this distance that circles have to be away from each other. You don't know it, of course, but you can determine it by binary search. So, but you don't have but you have this additional constraint, and then this makes it more complicated. But what you can do is the first L circles can be next to each other, the others have to go inside. So you could first ignore these first L circles, solve the problem optimally for the remaining circles, and then try to pack them, the already packed circles, into the L first circles, and also packing them into each other. So actually, it's the same problem as before, but now only with at most 2 L circles. And L is only 200, so now the problem is actually easier because the number is smaller. And now you can use some technique to solve this remaining problem, and now it can be slower. There seems to be a possibility to solve it with another greedy algorithm, and as far as we can tell, the contestants who solved problem C did it like that. There's another approach which is clearer but slower. You can also solve it with a min-cost flow, but now I wanted to explain it in more detail, but I don't have time, and we want to know who wins, right? So this was already an extremely hard problem, and this one is maybe even harder. So here you have cards with numbers on it, and there's a game. And there's a teacher and some students. The teacher has some cards are given to the students, and now the teacher chooses randomly a card, puts it there, and now the students also have to choose some card, and they can win this card or it's discarded, or some other students can win it. And so if the teacher puts out a card, number C, and the student puts out a number X, if X is divisible by C, he could in principle win if the remainder is the smallest possible among his peers. Otherwise the card is discarded. So it's a complicated game, and of course it's also random, right? Because the teacher chooses the card randomly. So the students play optimally, but the strategy is shown here. You choose the best card, yeah, which minimizes the fraction that we get. And the question is really hard. It's what is the expected number of cards that each student has? And it's a very mathematical thing. And so here's a very small example. You have teacher, you have Alice, you have Bob. If the teacher chooses the card 6, then Alice would use 3, right? And 6 by 3 is 2. And Bob has to use 1 because 4 and 6, you cannot divide 6 by 4, but you can divide 6 by 1. But if you divide 6 by 1, you get 6. 6 by 3 is only 2, so Alice wins, and so on. And you see here, in this case, if there's only one round, but in the real game there could be multiple rounds. Here the probability that Alice wins is 2/3 and 1/3 for Bob. So, and this 2/3 and 1/3, that's what you should calculate. But for many rounds, basically, this is one way to solve it. You have to track whether you win some card in the, for example, if the player I wins the card J. Yeah. And this happens if there's a sequence of cards the teacher plays which allow you to get this card J. And it's very complicated because you can use cards that you won in an earlier round. Yeah? So we look at some sequence of cards, and some of the cards, so the C sub 0, you had it at the beginning, and the other cards were obtained in an earlier round, and you have to get this, or one possibility is to obtain this formula for the probability that you have such a successful sequence. And then you have to add up all the probabilities. And because the expected value is of course linear, then you can just add it up and you get the expected value of the number of cards. 3 minutes. Oh, okay. And you have to solve it with DB. It's really hard. And now, 3 minutes, I do it, I make it. This was the hardest problem, unfortunately, solved by nobody. We were hoping that it could be solved, but no. Here you have sequences, only 2 characters, and you have some mutations or rewriting rules. You can insert AA, you can remove AA, you can insert BBB or remove BBB, and you have some other special string S that also can be inserted or deleted. And these are the mutations that you can do. And you have a starting sequence, and the question is, how many sequences as mutations can you get that have length n? And the solution here is one possible solution. It's very tricky, but you use basically automata theory. You build a finite automaton whose states represent the different strings that cannot be if you take an equivalence relation that can be mutated into each other, it's symmetric, right? Then you have these equivalence classes. You build the automaton, which is not easy. But once you have the automaton, then you just take the starting sequence, see into which equivalence class it falls, and then you can compute the number of strings of length n that go into the same state. This is just matrix multiplication, because the matrix is just the adjacency matrix of this path. You compute the number of walks that get into these states and have exact length. Okay. So this was, I apologize, this problem was a little bit too hard, but okay. So that concludes my presentation, and I'm
Thank you.
finished. Yeah.
Thank you for closing hands. Okay.
Now it's-
Okay, so competitors, yeah, is almost here. But first, we're honored to hear a few words from individuals whose support is very essential. So, to join us in celebrating this incredible competition and offer some concluding remarks, please welcome to Robert Xu for delivering a special talk. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Due to time limit, I will give a very short concluding remarks. So, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all the judges, coaches, and the entire organizing team for their dedication and efforts in the past about 6 to 8 months. So, and many congratulations to all the contestants for completing these exciting challenges. So, very brief. So let's proceed to the award ceremony, right? Thank you.
Okay, thanks for the short talk. And also, we want to invite Peng Shenglong, the Asia Pacific Co-Chair and President of Association of Taiwan Computer Programming Contest.
Okay, because I will see my note, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I'm very delighted late. The ICPC this year has entered the 50th year, and you are all witnessing it. Okay, and no matter how hard the generative AI becomes, I think the programming is the foundation of information engineering. I believe all of you are the important members of this foundation. The ICPC is like a mother guiding us towards the programming road. Here, I'm pleased later the Asia University has hosted the ICPC for 2 years. Next year, it will be hosted by a national Yunlin University of Science and Technology. I hope to see you in Yunlin next year. Finally, I would like to thank the judges and the staff for making this competition a success. Also, I wish you all the best in achieving your design rankings. Thank you very much.
Thanks for Thanks for Peng Shenglong for delivering the talk. And before we recognize the competitors, we would like to take a moment to thank all the entire engine that powered this competition. So please give applause to the faculty advisors, judges. Can the judges stand up and let the contestants see who are the problem setter of those adult tasks? And also the marshals, the volunteers, could you please stand up and let the competitor know who you are? Okay, and most importantly, thank you to all the sponsors to the support to this contest. Thank you all the sponsors. Okay, and now to receive our special thanks of the judge team's dedication, we would like to invite the judge team to come to the stage. And also, we would like to invite we would like to also invite Hong Shengwang先生 to the stage to deliver this award. Thank you. Please stand to the center of the stage so that they can take a picture better. 可以帮我移步到前面来，让我拍照可以拍比较进去哦。就可能帮我站2、3排之类的，不用都站一排。Closer, get closer. Okay, thanks for Hong Shengwang for delivering this award. Also, the best female team recognizes the best ranked best ranked team among all the all-female teams from this contest. Okay, this year the honor goes to the talented team Oya Cat from National Jinan University. Please come to the stage for your best female team award.济南大学 Oya Cat 队伍在吗？可以挥个手啊。Okay, let's move on to the next item. So now we are going to recognize those first problem solvers that solve the problem first for each one. They made decisive insights on those problems. So can we change to the next slide? Do I have a slide? Okay, so here are the first to solve for each problem. Problem A was first solved by NTNU Patrick Starr in 2-minute mark, and B from Somnium Venator on 30 minutes, and C for STD-ABS on 225 minutes, and D hasn't been solved before the scoreboard is frozen, and for problem E, QWQGG solved it in 7 minutes, and for F, notebook solved it in 11 minutes, and G hasn't been solved before the scoreboard is frozen. Please come to the stage if you are the listed team. We would like to invite Wu Zhongsheng for giving this award. Could you send in the order of the problems you solved first? Who is A? Okay, please stand to the stage. Okay, I think you all know sorting algorithms well, so you can do this well. Incredible. Okay. Okay, thank you for coming to the stages. And let's move on to the next page of the first solvers. If I call your name, you can prepare to get on the stage first. Okay, so H was first solved by Rebel Hewlett, I is first solved by STD-ABS again, and J is notebook, and K is strong zero solving at 68 minutes, L is strong zero solving at 49 minutes, and M is STD-ABS solving it at 48 minutes, and N is strong zero again, solving at 89 minutes. So actually we only have 4 teams here for these 7 problems. Okay, please come to the stage and receive your reward. Okay, let me think how we can sort this. Okay, so H-I-J-L. H-I-J-K. I think that's the order. Okay. Congratulations to the first solvers. Oh, by the way, besides the contestants, we're also glad to invite the coaches to come to the stage if your team has won any reward, any award. Okay, so now we're going to do the most exciting part, which is the scoreboard revealing. 如果今天教练有来的话，队伍得奖的话，欢迎上台一起领奖。Okay, maybe we can have some interactive activities for now. Okay, so I'm curious about how you see the tasks. So maybe I can, when I will ask a question from A to N, and if you find the problem is good, you just give a thumbnail. And if you think it is a bad problem or it's too difficult, it's too evil, you give it down vote, okay? Okay, let's play this. Okay, so for how to find problem A, please give a gesture. Okay, everyone likes problem A. Great. Okay, what about problem B, bosses? Okay, I can see half of the teams dislike bosses. Okay, what about C? Let me think what C was. Oh, C was placing circles. Okay, how to find the problem? Okay, a lot of contestants also dislike C. Oh, okay, let's see. What about D, the divisory game? Okay, more contestants dislike it. Okay, and for problem E, the XAYB one. Okay, it seems like contestants tend to like easier problems. And for problem F, let me think about, oh, the GCD of, the MST of GCD, how do you like it? Okay, I see many teams like it. It's, even if the teams who didn't raise their hand, they also give us thumbnail. Okay, and for problem G, what was it? Oh yeah, the gene editor, yeah, the gene editor. The DFA. H was, oh, the shuffling card. Do you like poker, like the river one? Okay, I think some teams like it. They like the context of that problem, I guess. And cutting the cake. Oh, personally, I made a suggestion of replacing the cake with sun cake because it is related to Taichung, but my proposal get rejected. Okay. And for K, what was it? K, let me think. Oh yeah, the matrix, the finding expression and using the circle is a kindergarten game. You like the kindergarten game? If you see our live stream, you will find that problem was defaulted to be slightly easier than expected, but eventually it gets later solved. And let me think, IJKL. L, I think it's a flipping RMB, right? How about that problem? Yeah. It looks like people like it. Oh, these teams dislike it. Okay, and L, M, N. I think M is about breadth search. How about it? Did you, I think many students might learn it in some algorithm lectures. Yeah, I think that problem could be encouraging, I guess. And the graph construction. Strong Zero solved it pretty fast, like within 9 minutes, which is really impressive. Okay. Okay, let's see if our technical problem has been resolved. Or maybe we can find again our best female team. Oya Cat, could you wave your hand? Maybe you just went to the restroom and we didn't manage to deliver the award to you. Could you wave your hand? Okay, fine. Do the awarding now. Okay, so could Oya Cat from Jinan University come to the stage? You received the best female team, and we would like to invite Professor Hong Ling Zhu for delivering this award. Congratulations for the best female team. Technical problem. our scoreboard revealing tool is unstoppable. So we will reveal the scoreboard at once, and we will do all the awarding at once, okay? So Chuck is going to rap about the scoreboard revealing results. Let's see how fast he can speak.
Yeah. Okay, I will try my best. So before we start to roll the scoreboard, we have 368 total submissions in the last hour. So all of them are now pending. And we will start from the top and roll it to the bottom, and we will reveal all the results. And it's not stoppable, it seems. Okay, so now one click. I will try to stop it, but I don't think it will work. Let's stop. So we have, currently the first place team have 12 problems solved, and all the way down to the bottom. And we have all the teams at least one problem solved. Okay, so now we start. Team CN Lab have no submissions left, and they are in the 110th place. And wait, no, it doesn't move. Yeah, it moves on. So NTUB Brave, no submissions. Limai Shoham had 2 submissions, and one of them is yes. GRHF, no submissions left. And UPC, no writing the coding, they have 2 submissions. Both of them are no. Ohana Style Hotels Women of Work for Life has a no. And UKCS is no. And the other one is also a no. CCU Buffet Sword has no submission left. Nickel Power has 1 submission on F, and that one is also a no. MCU Miao Miao, the first one is a no, and the second one is a yes that is moved out. Paper Sword has the submission, that one is a no, so let's stop there. TTU Sunny on problem B is also a no, but their M is a yes and move out. MCU SID has 10 submissions on problem F, that one is a no. TTU Sunny is finished, and they stay here. MCU Miao Miao is also finished. Ruby Chan, 1 submission on F is no. Want to go to Japan, that one is a no. I don't want to play anymore. Problem J is a no, and the L is also a no. You did not tell me, I follow about you, I don't know what that means. That one is a no. GTM 10 coders on problem F is a no, and another problem is also a no. NSYSU Kiwi, no on problem B, and problem L is also a no. MCU Pinda has no submission in the last hour. Oyaket here, L is a no. Tripartite division of kanji is a yes on problem L. OSTU, the last minute submission is a no. NUTC Potato, last minute submission too, but both are no. Buffet Seekers, no on problem B. ECS criteria depth is a no. They have 27 tries. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, both submissions are no. I know you have one idea, but you say it's a no idea. So really it's no idea. In fact, so now have a yes on problem F. Dating, no on problem B, and another last minute submission is a no. MCU Fina on problem F is a no. Problem J is also a no. JC11, there's 3 submissions. First one is a no, second one is a no, and the third one is also a no. Team NCYU Triple C Last Dance is yes on problem B, and NTOU Michael Hart has 6 submissions. They have 4 no's, 5 no's, and the 6th one is a no. NCYU Triple C Last Dance is finished. Avenue Mojika have no submissions in the last hour. Big Chungus is no on problem B. Tripartite division of kanji is finished. Pekora Sori has a no on problem B. Dextronot is finished. NTNU coding Omuba on problem B is a no. NSYSU Ant, no on problem B. RDX 9090, 16 tries, all of them are rejected. Big global conditions is a no on problem B. NSYSU IBIS, no on problem I. Do you remember how many lines of code you have written so far? They don't have a submission, so I don't remember as well. 111 is a no. Segmentation 4 got a no on problem B. Same criteria got a no on problem B too. NTNU, TAOW, they got a yes on problem R. Java++ got a no on problem B. CCU, UC gets a yes and moving to the bronze medal territory. MSYSU dog got a yes too. And Strawberry, last minute submission, a no. Another one on K is also a no. T1 Doran, no on problem B, and finished. And TNU Patrick Star, they have the overall first result problem A, got a yes on problem B. Compile error is finished, and now we're in the bronze medal territory. Taichung and Patrick got moved up even further. And MSYSU dog had last submission, but it's a no. TKU from GPT got a no on I, and another submission is a no. Non-deterministic finite Haruhikage tried all problems with one try. NCK approach local chapter is finished, and TNU Patrick Star is also finished. And it stopped here. I think it's because they had the overall first to solve. Their first submission is the first team to submit in all of the submissions, and that one is like a yes on problem A. From our data, they solved it within 70 seconds. That's super fast. All right, so I will try to press and see if it continues. It does. Okay, NTNU, TAOW is finished. TYC had a problem I, that's no. CCUC is also finished. NTHU to do. Problem G is no, and I is also a no. I want to see has no submissions left. NYCU maximum the hormone. That's a yes on problem I. Denominator has two submissions. Problem H is no, and I is also a no. Vogelsol, no submissions there. NYCU acoustic, yes on problem K. XWX, last minute submission, is a no on problem I, and CCU, yes on problem I. Meow Tomato, a yes on problem B. NCQ, dot pancake, 8 submissions, and the final one is a yes on L. LCS, I forgot how they wanted me to pronounce, yeah, but they got both no. NTHU fried shrimp, we know NYCU also has one. They got a yes on problem L. Streaming no bubble, got a yes on problem I. NYCU Hokkaido time, 6 submissions on problem L, got a no. There are certain reads, and there was one team move up, I didn't see who. Python Patrick got is finished. Non-deterministic finite Haruhikage got 4 submissions left, and all of them are no. NYCU acoustic, that submission on L is a no. NYCU maximum hormone is finished. NCKU duck pancake is also finished. Non-deterministic concurrent unbounded asymptotic homology is finished. NTHU fraction is finished. Meow Tomato is finished. CCU is also finished, but CCU is going to got a yes. ICPC got a yes on problem J. Streaming no bubble on problem L is a no. NTHU Stein Skate is finished. Middle Soul NCKU has no submission left. Where South on problem K is a no, and also no on problem N. NWN has a yes on problem K, and Tsukuyomi, 3 submissions, the first one is a yes. NYCU Rosalia, no submissions left, and Team Y1, the first one is a yes. Team Mixbot on problem I got a yes. And now we are at official beautiful fruit on problem L is a no, and now we're in the silver medal territory. NYCU GBC student had 6 submissions. 5 of them are in the last 10 minutes, and only the problem K got a yes. NYCU Dory on problem K is a yes at the penultimate minute for the concept. And I think it's not like something I forgot. Okay. Tekna is finished. ICPC is finished. Chugyomi had 2 submissions left, and both them are no. NCK Hamster, no one problem L, NWN is finished. Y1 has 2 submissions left. First one on problem J is a yes. Next block on problem N, 6 submissions, all of them are known. NYCU GBC Storen is finished. NYCU Hitori on problem L is a yes, and we move on. Focusing down from Korea, they got a yes on problem I. NYCU Limelight Lemonade Jam got a yes on problem L. 2 WQGG, 2 submissions left, and one of them is yes. Team Outside Boy Pico got yes on problem L, and Blue Test Brian K, yes on problem J. Something Done has no submissions left, NYCU Lemonade Jam is no submissions left either. Team Y1 got yes on problem K, Lazy Bob. NYCU Story, no submissions left. IZU 3 on problem K, got the yes. Outside Boy Pico is finished, and Oyo got pushback. They have 2 submissions. First one is a no, and the second one is a yes. 2W2GG, no submissions left. And yeah, I think it stopped here because they were the first one to solve problem E. So it seems the program will only stop rolling when there are first to solve winners. Then, okay, we continue. So, Brookhead Flying Kid had another submission on problem, I think it's L, and the one was a no. NYC question got a yes on problem A. Bonsai got a yes on problem K. FGNU to beat down has no submissions left. Team Y1, no submissions left either. So there's Oyo the pushback and IZU 3. NYCU freshman is also finished. Typology got 2 submissions on problem H, and it's not rolling again. So this one is a no. Oh, so it seems it does stop now. All right, so we can try to continue. Wait, why is the bronze medalist? I think sorry, there should be a similar silver medalist, but I think we might have adopted a wrong configuration file because
Your bronze medal will be upgraded to gold medal or silver medal.
Because in World Finals, the 12th place is the bronze medalist. Yeah, it's the case in the World Finals. All right, so we can expect the 11th place team is also.
Okay, we will move on first, and we will have the award ceremony later. So we can just move on to Scoreboard review.
Yeah. We will just move on and finish all the later ones. Okay, so in Bonsai, got no summation left, so they're the 11th place. And now we're moving into the, I think it will stop here and say they're actually they are silver medalists. Yeah, so we continue. Now we are in the gold medal territory, and the first team is NYCU Cartesian Tree 2. They got a last-minute submission on problem N. That one is a no. So it is saying bronze medalist, but actually they are gold medalists. The next one is NYCU Review Starlight. They got 2 submissions left. Problem H is a yes. And Somyoran Venator got 2 submissions left. First one on H is a yes. Team Noble on problem H got a no, but they have another submission on problem N. That one is a yes. Team NYCU River Starlight again on problem N is a yes, and we move back to top 5. So now we are back to Team Somyoran Venator on problem N. That one is a yes. So now we have top 9 teams all have 10 problems solved, and it's now at notebook they have no summations left. So yeah, they were the first to solve problems F and J, but they are gold medalists, not bronze. Okay, now we can continue to ribbon to lake. They have 1 summation on problem N. That one is a no. Yeah, they were the first ones to solve problem H. And now we are to the team PC community from National Taiwan University. First one on problem D, that one is a no. Another one on problem H, that one is a yes. Now we're back to NYSU review Starlight again. That one, no, they don't have any summations left, sorry. So they are actually the gold medalists solving 11 problems. We continue, and Somnuran Beneter has no submissions left, so they are 6th place and gold medalists, but they are first to solve problem B. Lion King Grand Prize, a submission on problem C. That one is a no. So they are finished in 5th place, and yeah, they are also the gold medalists. Now we're in top 4. PC Komaki, they have no submissions left, so they are 4th place. And now we are in very top 3. Full advantages tried all the problems. They had already solved 12 before the scoreboard was frozen. And the first one on problem D, they had 4 tries with 25 minutes to go. That one is a no. They still have another last minute try. That one they tried 11 times. That one is a no. But still they are the 3rd place and our gold medalist. So now we're down to the final 2 teams, Strong Zero and SDABS. So far, Strong Zero is leading only by the penalties. So now we have 1 submission on problem G. They, STDABS, they are the only team could have solved the problem G. Only 1 try in the last 3 minutes. That one is a no. Still, they are our 2nd place winner. They are the runner-up. And our gold medalist. They have 3 problems first to solve. Problem C, I, and N. So now we know our champion is Strong Zero, but we do want to know if they win by problem solved, not the penalties only. They have 1 submission on problem D. No other teams have solved it. Did they solve it? They tried it 3 times. That one is a yes. 30 problem solved. Okay. So, yeah, now we finish the rolling of the scoreboard. We can go back to our bronze medalist, and we can continue our awarding ceremony.
Okay, so because of time limit, if we do the award ceremony for too long time, we will get time limit exceeded. So later we will speed up the process a bit. So yeah, when we call your name, please be prepared, okay? Okay, so now is the bronze awards from ranking 56 to 60, and please have if your team are listed here, please come to the stage, and we will be awarded a bronze medal. And we would like to invite Sheng Rihang, Xie Mingzheng for giving this award to these excellent teams. If your coach is coming with you, you can also get to the stage for a photo. Thank you. Congratulations to bronze medalists. Now, let's move on. Teams ranked from 51 to 55. So, please have this team to our stage. Denominator, I want to split NTHU to do CCUUC QIC. Meanwhile, we would like to invite the judges Lin Bowei, Cai Minyan, for delivering this award. Congratulations to the bronze medalists. Oh, sorry. Okay. My bad. Okay, then let's move on to bronze medalists ranking from 46 to 50. The 46 was Reed times 13 Reed, and NYCU Chicago Tea Time, LCSN, XWX, Bogo Sword. Please come to the stage to receive your bronze medals. And meanwhile, we would like to invite the judges Chen Guanlin, Zhou Boru, for delivering this award. Okay, let's move on to teams ranked from 41 to 45. So, the 41, NCKU Duck Pancake, NYCU Maximum the Hormone, NYCU Acoustic, Non-Deterministic Finite, Haru Hikage, Tsai Typhoon, and Taichung God. Please come to the stage. And meanwhile, we would like to invite the judges Guo Xuanyu, Fan Zhaowei for delivering the award. Okay, congratulations to the bronze medalists. Then, let's move on to also the bronze medalists ranking from 36 to 40. Dreaming No Bubbles, CCU, Miao NTHU Fried Shrimp, Non-Deterministic, Non-Concurrent, Unbounded, Asymptotic Cohomology. At the same time, let's invite the judges Liu Zhongrin, Huang Kewei to come to the stage and deliver the awards. Congratulations to the bronze medalists. Now let's move on to the top bronze medalists who are ranked 31st to 35th. Okay, so Official Beautiful Fruit, NYCU Rosalia, Where is South, Miru Sword NCKU, and NTHU Stainsgate. Please come to the stage. And now we would like to invite Huang Shang'en, Peter Postmanit to deliver the bronze medals. Okay, please take a photo. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Congratulations to the bronze medalists. Now we're moving to the silver medalists. So here we have the silver awards from rank 27 to 30. Okay, so NCK Hamster, Sukuyong Mi, and Aizu CCU Zenbu Hikenai. Please come to the stage. At the same time, we would like to invite Dr. Haf Kassim, CNFS and Université of Bordeaux, Prof. Rohan Foucault, Université Clermont-Auvergne. While we're getting those medals ready. Congratulations to the silver medalists. Okay, now we're going to move on to 23rd to 26th, but there is something remarkable here. So according to the results from in 2024, top 25 teams meet a necessary condition of qualifying to the APAC championship. So this is somehow a meaningful cutoff. The cutoff is not guaranteed, but if you are before 26, I think you will get a chance to qualify for the APAC championship. Okay. So congratulations to the silver medalists Songbin Deng, NYCU GBC Stolen, Mixed Blood, and MWM. And this time, we would like to invite Haf Kassim, CNFS, and Université de Bordeaux, Rohan Foucault, Université Clermont-Auvergne. Once again, but okay, maybe we can reorder it a bit. So, can we have judges Chen Ming Huang, Huang Kewei delivering these medals? Okay, Then let's move on to the third section of the silver medalists, which are QWQ Juju, Akai Koibito, NYCU Hitori, NYCU LL Lemonade Jane. Please come to the stage. And now we are going to invite Dr. Kafkasin, CNFS, and Université of Bordeaux, Foucault, Université Clermont-Auvergne. Congratulations to the silver medalists. Now let's move on to the fourth section of our silver medal. Congratulations to Oil Pushback, Y1, NTNU to Beat Down, Blue Cape Flying Cat. And now we're going to invite the judges, Chen Guanlin, Zhou Boru, to deliver the silver medals. Congratulations to the silver medalists. Now we're going to move on. The last 5 silver medalists. It's a pity that they didn't manage to get gold medals, but I believe you will perform better next time. Okay, so for the next section, let's welcome Bonsai, Teleology, NYCU Fried Shrimp, and IZOO 3. Please come to the stage and receive your silver medal. And for this one, we're going to invite judges Lin Boy, Cai Miyan to deliver the awards. Congratulations to the silver medalists. Now we're going to move on to the exciting part, which is the gold medalists. So from now on, we're going to give them the award one by one. Okay? So for the 10th place, it goes to NYCU Cartesian Tree from Yangming Xiaodong University. Please come to the stage. And meanwhile, we would like to invite Cindy Wang to give this award. Congratulations to the 10th place. Now we're going to reveal the 9th place, which is Notebook from National Taiwan University. And for this one, we're going to invite Zhongzheng Dashi Chen Liqian 教授 for delivering this award. Congratulations to the 9th place, and let's move on to 8th place, which is Rebel Impulet from National Taiwan University. For this one, we want to invite Cindy Wang once again to deliver this award. We're going to deliver the 7th place, which is also a gold medalist. NYCU Review Starlight, please come to the stage. And at the same time, we would like to invite Lin Jiren 教授, Dean of the Office of Information and Communication Technology from Asia University. Congratulations to the 7th place medalist, gold medalist. Next, we are going to award the 6th place gold medalist, which is Somyo Somnieren Venator from National Taiwan University. Please come to the stage, and at the same time, we would like to invite Huang Shang'en 教授 to deliver this award. Congratulations to Somnieren Venator. Next, let's see the 5th place, which is Lion King Grandpa from National Taiwan University. And for this award, we would like to also invite Huang Shang'en 教授 to deliver this award. Congratulations to Lion King Grandpa. Next, for the 4th place, congratulations to PC Komachi. And for this one, we will invite Chief Judge Professor Peter Hosmanit from RWTH ASEAN University. Congratulations to PC Komachi. Next, for the 3rd place, please stay here for a short while. Okay, congratulations to Fruit Advantages for receiving the 3rd place award. And for this one, we'll also invite Professor Peter Hosmanit again for delivering this award. Congratulations to Fruit Advantages. Now, we're going to move on to the 2nd place, STEABS from National Taiwan University. And for this award, we're going to invite Professor Robert Xu, the Dean of the College of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering at Asia University. Congratulations to FCDADS. Now, the first place, which is the championship of this contest, let's welcome Strong Zero from National University of Singapore. So for this award, Asia Pacific Co-Chair and President of Association of Taiwan Computer Programming Contest, Professor Hong Shenglong, will give you this award. And there is also a surprising gift here. So they received a trophy. And at the same time, Inventec sponsored 5 Metaverse photo frames to the championship. So let's see if they can carry all the gifts to their seat. So there are 5 photo frames, and there are 4 people, so at least one person is getting 2 photo frames by pigeonhole period. Congratulations to the champion. Okay, so this spectacular ceremony has been finished, and according to what I've just said, we need to speed it up a bit. So this concludes the ceremony. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so here we get the first to solve D for Strong Zero because they solved it after the scoreboard is frozen. Okay, here we are. Okay, so our ceremony has been finished. I think people are free to go. No one dare stand up. Okay, so now you can move to that gate, and we have dinner prepared for you. So yeah, you can go there and grab some food.